Hello everyone and welcome to a new video of how I spend my autumn afternoons as a artist taking a gap year. And I have been painting a lot because I feel it fills my spirit and makes me feel like life is worth it. In this time I don't go out very much, and mainly I have been painting pictures that I see in Instagram or Pinterest by other artists. Maybe there are photographs or paintings, and I enjoy it very much. I think I finished making the draft before I start painting, and I moved to my bed so I could, feel more comfortable. But I don't know how this is gonna end up being. But let's be positive. It took me so much to make the leaves and all the strawberries. It doesn't even look that well, but I'll try to fix it when I paint it, and let's see how it goes. First of all, I started painting the sky, and I wanted to make more layers as the original picture, if you can see it here, because it has some layers in the sky, and I tried to imitate them, but it didn't go very well, as you will see. It ended up being kind of rough, but anyway, I enjoyed painting the strawberries. And here I show you how was the weather. It felt really autumn-like, and how the strawberries ended up being. And I think I'm very proud of my work because I feel it looks really pretty similar. As you can see here, the strawberries give more life to the painting, and I still wanted to make more than there is in the original picture, because I felt it was kind of empty. And then here I show you a book that I got from a friend from England that I really love. Drawing mushrooms, watching Gilmore Girls, and my mushrooms are really great. I know. I'm just gonna show you how similar they are to the real ones. What do you mean? This looks exactly the same, or something like that. So basically that's the final product, and it looks very much like the real one. I'm pretty proud. Hello, how are you? I just wanted to, make a parenthesis in this video and show you my new acquisitions, English, that my father brought me from his office, because he has a large collection of books, and he brought me some so I could read them. And I'm really excited because most of them are vintage editions written by classic authors, and lately I really wanted to read more classic literature, or read more about these authors who are so acclaimed, and I don't even know why. Just culture myself, get into all the cultural literature vibe. I don't know what I'm saying, so I'm really excited because it has been so gloomy since yesterday, and I wanted to record yesterday. I recorded something, but my camera just can't record when it's already getting dark, and it was like 3 p.m. It wasn't that late, but it was really dark outside because it was so rainy yesterday. It had been raining the whole day, and it was so cozy. I finished one of my now favorite books called White Oleander, and I felt the vibe. I felt really poetic, drinking my coffee, reading, and the rain outside. It was great. But the thing is that I couldn't record, and I was ugly. I looked so ugly in the camera, like if you see me in the camera. So, continuing with the point of this part of the video, I wanted to talk to you about these books that my father brought from his office. So first of all, we have a couple of fairy tales, and I don't know if you know that. You don't know that, but I love fairy tales. And like the old ones, the classic ones that doesn't make sense. The ones that the Brothers Grimm collected around Europe. They don't make sense, but they are magical, and they just have this special vibe that I love. And my father brought me 2 fairy tale books. One of them is Danish Fairy Legends and Tales by Hans Christian Andersen. Now, I've read everything by the Brothers Grimm, and I'm sure maybe I've read a couple of Hans Christian Andersen stories, but not all of them. Like most of them I haven't heard of them. The Bell, The Darning Needle, Little Talk, The Shadow, I don't know what's that. So I'm very excited because this is the first time I have the opportunity to read them, and they are in English. It's the second edition of the book, so it's really really old, and it smells like an old book, and I'm just captivated by this. This confuses me. They all smell so good that I don't know where to start, which one to read first. And then we have The What Babies by Kingsley, and this has beautiful illustrations, and it's also really a vintage book, which also smells good. Why am I talking about the smells? Okay, look at this. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not, because maybe this is not focused, but whatever. The thing is that it just looks so interesting. I'm gonna give you my opinion and tell you how is this going back. I'm excited to read more fairy tales and feel the the vibe. So the next book is more like an insight into Oscar Wilde's life. It's called The Profundities. It's a letter that Oscar Wilde wrote to his lover while he was in jail in his later years, practically because he was gay. And he wrote this to his lover, you know, like a whole letter. How many pages does it have? 187 pages. Like, imagine having a letter this long. I'm just really excited about this book because I've read the Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, and it's one of my favorite books, and I really wanted to know more about him, how he thinks. He's dead, but how he thought while he was alive. You know, what was in his mind and not in his character's mind. His real personality, his real character, not the characters he invented. I just wanted to know more about that. Also, it's really long, it's really short, so I will be reading it soon. The last of all of them is The Diary of Virginia Woolf, Volume 1. My father has all the volumes, there are 5 I think. And I'm also really excited because everyone loves Virginia Woolf, and I don't understand why, because I've never read anything from her, and I really wanted to since a long time ago. And when my father told me he had the Diaries of Virginia Woolf in his office, I was like, what are you waiting for to give it to me? I want to read it, I want to know more about this. I want to feel who was this lady and why was she so important, and I want to know if I like how she writes. So basically that's all. So let's go back to the videos and the, you know, cozy autumn afternoons. Nah. Cat gathering in here. You're not looking at me. Oh my god, don't get scared. I'm not gonna do anything to you. They look like Halloween like, right? I'm scared. Hello. Okay, so I had such a bad allergy these days, and yeah, I just want to show you that I'm going to a friend's house today, which is Halloween night. We don't really celebrate that here, but I want to celebrate it because I'm spending my days at home, you know, my gap year at home, and I'm really bored. I'm depressed. I need company. I need people of my age. I need to have fun, you know. So we will drink at my friend's house, and my friend and I, we will be the only ones there, and her sister and her mom. So it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be really nice. So I'm making my backpack. I don't know if you can see, but these are things I'm taking there. So I'm taking my backpack, probably my this camera, and these are the clothes, the possible outfits for my fairy costume, because I'm gonna dress up like a fairy. So I have several, you know, different outfits, but I haven't decided yet which one I will be wearing. And then I have this movie, which is a Swedish movie that I bought in Cambridge. Wait, I'm gonna try to focus this. And yes, it's really a really strange and slow movie, but it's great. I love it because it's kind of magical, and I think it fits the vibe of today. And I just love, you know, movies and books about magic in the modern world. And here I have some books I have to turn back to my friend, which is The Great Gatsby and Many Lives, Many Masters by Brian Weiss. And I'm gonna take with me my Bible of fairies because I really love fairies, makeup, and the book that I'm actually reading right now, plus some medicine because I suffer from allergy, and this thing for my teeth. And that's all. See you later. One of the favorite hats I chose, and yes, now I'm gonna take a bath, shower, and I'm gonna, you know, clean my hair because it looks awful. And yes, I'm really excited to go there. I have no life, I just want to, you know, have fun. Hello guys, so I'm at my friend's house, and we just dressed up like fairies, witches, fairies, witches, fairies. I don't know. I'm gonna try to put this here so I can show you my whole outfit. So this is my outfit. I cannot show you. My friend is looking at me like I'm mad. I'm sorry. So basically that night, after getting dressed up, we drank and ate cake because it was also my friend's birthday. And then the next morning it was good for me to wake up in a different place with a different environment and a different view. It kind of inspired me to keep reading and creating my own stuff. Because sometimes it's good to change environment. It inspires you, it gives you motivation, especially when you spend more time at home.